All right, hi Nicole. I thought I'd do one of these recordings to kind of just show you and do a little training since it's really hard for me to get to the school by the time you are still there. So let me show you how to link your newsletter since that's something that you're going to be doing on a weekly basis. So the first thing you do is you log into your page, you select the edit button, and then in this scenario, we're going to pretend like you've already uploaded your newsletter like you have for 826. So we take the text and we highlight it, and now we need to link it to a file first. That's step one. So we use this little, it looks like a chain link. We select that. Since you've uploaded the file, you're going to be able to find it in the drop-down menu under Files. Now I have a lot because I see everybody's files. Your files will only have your files. So this list won't be as extensive. So I'm going to find your newsletter, which you named it perfectly. I like that you said 4th grade newsletter. I'm trying to get everyone to do that, so good job. I find it. The next button for anything PDF, I always prefer to say open in the new window because that's just a good rule of thumb when it comes to website building, is you don't want them to go in a PDF because then they're now off track of your page. So we're going to say in a new window, insert. You can tell it's now linked to your website because it has an underline on it, which it didn't have before. The next thing we need to do is make it look like your other links. So we highlight it again. Under Custom Formats, we select Link Menu Item. Now it looks identical to the other ones. Now if you ever notice you have a lot of empty spaces between menus, I just figured out the trick to this, and it's important that you follow it exactly this way. The first thing you do is put your cursor right before the first letter of the listed menu item, and then you just hit backspace 1. If you try to delete it in here, it will mess up your links. So the best thing to do is just go like that. Everything else looks great, so I hit save. Now we have to test it to make sure it works. I select it, it opens it up, you'll see in a new tab, and now you have your newsletter linked to your website. Okay, so the next thing you asked me to do is talk about in your planner or your lesson plan having some type of link to a photo or a document in order to show parents what it should look like, which I think is a fantastic idea. Now, it will just be more work on your part, and I would just be careful to delete files that are no longer in use, because if we compile too many files on the server, it slows down the website. So the first thing we do is we go to our, let's pretend you're doing it in your homework. So we go to the homework page, and let's say, as an example, by the way, it looks great. I love the pictures. Let's say you want to link your Bible verse to this page. So we hit edit. The way you have your planner designed is it's in a table format. So the next thing we do, let's say we say Bible verse is, let's pretend for this example that you want to link this to a PDF. So we highlight what you want to link. We again use the chain link here to link it. Now let's say I want to upload an image or a file, because I haven't done that yet. You go to the upload tab, you select browse, you find whatever picture. I'm just going to link it to something silly just because okay, so I upload it. Again, I would say in a new window, since it's not a website page, it'll always be a new window. And then I'm going to press insert. And now this is now linked to that image. If I hit save, then if I select this, it will open up to this picture. So I think it's a fantastic idea. The two things to remember is whatever you upload, if it's a document, it must be PDF. If it's a picture, then that's fine. It can be JPEG or PNG. Either one works. I prefer PNG because I think the pictures come out a little clearer. So those are those two things. I will fix your tables. Just give me 1 second. Let me walk you through the table part of it. Hold on. Okay, finally, the table size, the column size. This is a common problem amongst everyone's lesson plan. So don't feel bad or that it's just you. It's actually quite everybody. If it gets too crazy, I seriously don't mind fixing it for you, and I never do mine. But I kind of want to give you the tips and tools of why it looks the way it is. So the first thing we do is let's go ahead and edit the area that we want to talk about. So the way this is you see the actual image, but behind it is a code. And in that code, it has a percentage for each box. So whenever we add a column, when I created the website, so when I created the lesson plan page, I had originally created it with just so many columns, and I went ahead and sized them. So whenever you add to it, you have to kind of go back and do the math. So what I mean by that is, if you click here in the very first box of the table, and I hit Table Cell Properties, you'll notice that the width of this box right here is at a percentage. It's 2%. The entire row, each box has to equal 100%. So that's how you get your boxes to stay in size. Because sometimes if I just stretch this little thing right here, then it would look really wacky on your page. And depending on what browser you use, whether it's Internet Explorer or Firefox, it can be where parents can't really read it. So it's important not to size it by this little size box. The way to do it, I'm going to hit cancel so that I don't save it that way. The way to do it is to click in each of the first row, each go to Table Cell Properties of each box and set your width. So you would do the math of, this is 2% because we like the look of it. Do the math of the remaining amount and divide it however you want to divide it to make it the right size. So I'll fix it for you right now. It's a little time consuming, so I'm not going to record the whole thing, but I just wanted you to know that that's how the tables work. So never hesitate to email me. You don't have to worry. You don't have to apologize. It's seriously what I do, and I love helping. And anytime your page looks funky, just send me an email, and I'll try to fix it as soon as possible. If it's quick, I usually do it at work. If it's something that's going to take a little more time, then I usually do it at home. So anyway, thanks so much. All right.